Hey, how's it going? Welcome to You Monster Gaming. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about a really fun game called Empires and Puzzles. As you can see on the board, it's a turn-based game, and you get to collect and gather heroes. You get five, then you can make a team with five. Um, Obviously, you're going to collect a ton more than that, so you can have multiple teams that could help you out when you're doing player versus player, or if you're part of an alliance and you want to do a war. But the basic setup is you're going to have one team of five characters. If you can look at the bottom of the screen here, you'll see that they're different colors. So one's green, blue, purple, red, and yellow. And then on the top left of the screen, you'll see kind of how that goes. It's a little bit like rock, paper, scissors. So blue beats red, red beats green, green beats blue. Pretty easy to remember. And then there's yellow would be the light magic, and then purple is dark magic, and they kind of face off. Um, so this really is very similar to Bejeweled or Candy Crush type thing because obviously you're doing a match three. You're trying to match a bunch of these pieces here to be able to do something with them. So because all the characters that I have down here, they're all different colors, which is recommended at the beginning of the game to really get good variety. Um, you want to match up the jewels of the person you want to use. So that's part of it. So you want to, so let's see, I'm going to match up this blue right here. So those three are going to attack. And then I'm just going to end up doing a couple combos there, which is nice. Um, so whatever color I match up, three or more, that's the hero that's going to attack. So you'll see that all these down here have numbers. So 514, 559, 773. So that's your health. There's the green bar. The bar underneath it in blue is your mana bar. So once you get your mana all the way to the end, oops, I didn't mean to do that. You can use your your special skill, which I call kind of like your power move, which is a unique bonus attack or effect that you have because there are healers and their effect might be to heal your other guys. Um, so let me. So this guy so you can see this guy up here, and he is purple, right? So he's weakest against yellow. Yellow would do really good damage against him. And then you also see a number two. So the number two means how many turns until he's going to attack you back. So I'm going to move this yellow over here and hit him a little bit. And it says strong, so it means there's a pretty good effect. And that actually maxed out the mana on my guy here in yellow all the way in the bottom. So he's going to do a harmonic slam. Boom, hit him for 696 damage. Perfect. By the way, I'm playing a very, very entry level battle right now, so you'll see my guys are a little bit overpowered. Um, so the reason that I like this game so much is because it is a match three game, and I tend to like those because they make your brain think a little bit of like, okay, what makes most sense to get combinations and do different things here. Um, but the second piece that I like this is I'm a real big fan of collecting. I like being able to collect different heroes, being able to level them up, being able to find heroes, different heroes, things like that. And this game has just been so much fun that it really does give you a lot of replayability. So I'm gonna do this. Oops. Um, because not only can you upgrade your heroes, you're also going to gain heroes for defeating quests, defeating monsters. There are daily quests. There's actually like two or three daily quests that pop up a lot. Um, and you can, choose to participate in those if you want. There's also player versus player, which is really fun, and you get ranked on that. So let me take you to the victory screen here. So on the top, it's going to tell you how much experience points you gained. So the two main resources of the game are going to be food and iron. Food is very, very important, much more important than iron, at least in the first half of the game. Because food is what's going to let you level up your characters. It's going to let you go to PvP fights. and it's going to let you mainly has to do with your heroes. It's going to allow you to level up your heroes and do well there. And then +5 gives you some troop space there, so you can have a few more troops. You can train more troops, and then you have crafting and ascension materials, which when I first started playing, I didn't get. I'm like, why do I need this stuff? But it's good, really, really good to have, because what happens is there's a few different things you can do. If you noticed on the first, actually, I didn't show you that screen. Sorry, let's go back to the main screen. This is the player map when you're doing your missions, but I'm going to go back to the base. Now, this is something else that you wouldn't see in a normal jewel type game, like a base or something like that. So you have your stronghold, which is kind of your palace or whatever you want to call it. That allows you more territories down here where you can build. And these are all farms on the left side. These are a couple training locations where you could train new heroes, which is nice. Then you have the mine, which will mine you iron, which you will need. Iron is basically for like buildings and structures. Pretty much all of these things here, when you upgrade them and you have to build them bigger, you're going to need iron. Troops is something that you get later on. And that kind of helps with your actual troops because your heroes are going to command troops. The troops are actually the ones that are going to attack the other player. The hero only comes into play when I mean, his skill level comes into play, but he only hits directly when you're doing the hero skill uh, thing there. And then you have the tower, the watchtower. That's basically for when you're doing ranked player versus player. It keeps track of your loot and things like that and your stats. So once you do get past level 8 or 10, you do want to start putting a defensive team because people will try to attack you when you're not playing and take some of that loot, but whatever. So, just really quickly over here because there's a lot of stuff on the screen, and I think when I first played it, I was a little lost of what was what. Um, the tutorial is good, but you'll find quickly, like once you get past level 5, 6, 7, that more stuff gets unlocked, and it just can be a little overwhelming. So on the bottom here, you'll see quests. Like I said, there's usually 2 to 3 quests a day. They're usually 3 to 5 levels. The main quest might have 10 or 12. So you can always do that for, little skirmishes that are meant to give you a specific reward if you win. So those are pretty good if you're looking for something specific. Raids are when you're playing. Oops, sorry, let me click raids. Raids are when you're playing player versus player. Um, and you can find opponents. You're not playing them real time. You're actually playing their squad. The computer's playing their squad, but the computer does play pretty well. They're not pushovers, so the AI is actually pretty good. Um, then you have the map, which I showed you initially. That's where all the levels are, and you can just keep leveling on. I mean, this goes all the way to level 23, but season 2 came out a little bit ago. So there are a lot more levels to go once you get past this area here. You saw a dragon there, but we don't have to worry about that right now. Your heroes, so this is your hero list here. So I'm going to click edit team just so you can see my team 1. So these are all the colors as I showed you before, and then your troops are right underneath. So those are the actual troops that go out to do their bidding. And then your battle items is really cool. You can bring these things. The one will heal your mana, the other one will heal effects. The other one is arrows that you can shoot. And then you have healing potion. And there's a ton more battle items. If you go back to your base and go to craft, and then I'll hit upgrade. Oh no, sorry, I'll hit craft. These are the ones that I've unlocked. There's a lot more up here, like larger healing potions, different banners, which actually let you give you boosts. So there's a lot of stuff that you can forge. So even though this is really a, player versus player or player versus monster type game, you're bringing 5 heroes and you're trying to just beat them. It's so much more than that, and I really like that. So you really do have to pay attention to how much food you have, because if you do want to level up a character, can you afford to do that? Or are you leveling up the wrong character? Or um, what's it called? Do you have enough iron to upgrade your stuff? So I spent the last day trying to upgrade a lot of these farms because I realized I was running out of food. So I'm going to go to my heroes and I'll hit level up on the bottom here. and I'll show you a quick level up and what that looks like, what it might cost or whatever in the game. So I'm going to go to Tyrum, level 4 in my team too. So what you do is they train with your other characters that you have that are available, and that helps level them up. So what they always recommend though is go same color for same color. That'll give you the highest percentage of skill increase. So I'm going to click this guy here. That gives them 180 more experience points or level points. I'm going to click another one. That'll bring them up to level 5. And you'll see the cost here is 4,452 food. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to try this one because that's level 2. It should go up much higher. And is there anybody else? And then there's Layla. Oh, I'll grab them. If I can afford all of them, I'll do all of them. There you go. So by feeding them all these, you'll see that the increase up here in green of attack, defense, and health. So he's training with them, and he's becoming more powerful. But his skill level did not improve down here. That happens sometimes. Just want to keep an eye on that as well. I'll show you a couple of these cards because they're really, really cool. So that's Nashgar. Burning Strike is mana speed recovery. Is very fast. Deals 255 damage. Target receives 4 damage over 6 turns. Wow, that's pretty strong. And yeah, so I mean that's why I like the game. This was just a really, really, really quick intro. You'll see my character up here. It tells you what level you are. You can name yourself, everything else. I'm not going to talk about alliances. I'm not going to talk about different missions. That's honestly the real basics is you're just going to go head to head versus another player, or you're going to go head to head versus some monsters and get more experience points if you're doing monsters, and you'll get more ranked, higher ranked if you do raids and get food. And you just want to keep progressing. You do get a free summon every single day, a daily summon, which is nice. So you can get a free hero every single day. So the game keeps you really busy. There's tons of quests, there's events, there's things to do, alliances, a lot of stuff. But I'm going to end it here because it is getting kind of long, and we will continue on with the next one. Thanks for watching.